All right, guys, welcome to the Big Manz Cabana. I'm your host, Matthew Laporte, and I'm on with two very special guests. Guys I've known for years. Shirley, you're one of my oldest friends in the book.
Much love.
Mr. OB, you and I have been friends for, 5 years now, something like that. So these guys are musicians, rappers, everything under the sun. These guys can pretty much do it all. So today you guys are going to see, and I'll let them introduce themselves, but you guys are going to see them. They're going to do a little freestyle for us, and you guys will see that live. Well, not live, but they'll see it in the video.
Close enough.
And then with everything else, you guys will kind of understand who they are. We're gonna dive into it. So I guess Mr. OB, you want to introduce yourself, sir?
Sure. What's good, y'all? I go by Del OB. You can follow me on Instagram at DEL_OB. And I'm a artist, singer, rapper, and recording engineer. I'm currently working out a studio in Upper Darby called Infinity Studios. And music really just my life. I've been doing this shit since I was a kid, singing, piano, guitar, all that. And I'm, I'm just trying to do this shit for real.
Yeah, no, that's what's up.
The time is now.
The time is now. The time is now. Now, Shirley, how did you get into all this?
For me personally, I actually got in by a special guest you had on recently, Mr. Isaac Goad.
Yes.
Was a big part of my
Fanatics. Dude, they're awesome. I love them.
Amazing band.
Yeah.
He was a big part of me getting the music all together. But the original origin, I got to tell you the funny story here. All right. My old roommate from Westchester, Mr. Kevin Inglesby. Hope you're watching right now. We were just at our apartment one time in Westchester, just listening to some music. Some Biggie comes on. He starts rapping over it. I looked at him like he had 3 heads and, purple hair, whatever the hell else. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, nah, man, just try it. I'm freestyling. I'm like, no, I can't do this shit. And then we kept doing it over and over, started getting good, then started talking to Isaac. He got me into producing, and we just took it from there. And then eventually I linked up with OB. So we would always hang out at St. Joe's, plenty.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And then we started working on some songs. He started showing me the ropes of mixing, mastering, everything like that. Writing, everything. And it all just started to flow. And then we had a little bit of a layoff for a while, almost a year. And then we linked back up about a year ago. Started working on actually our Grindstone album, each of the 2 parts.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So we got, because we keep forgetting, honestly, sometimes too. We got the vibes out right there for the first half of that. We still have a whole song of Lit Pack there.
Yeah.
Lit Pack, and Close Enough for a Rhyme. But no, that's more of our the club bangers, the party bangers, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, so I'd say Isaac was one of the biggest pieces there, and then right into my Mr. Miyagi of rap over here. I call him OB.
Dude, so one of my favorite songs that I listen to from you guys is obviously City Lights.
Yep.
That I bump all the time. I know there were plenty of times at the gym where Cody and I would be lifting or deadlifting, and we're like, all right, bro, it's City Lights time. It's time to put on the vibes, right? And people are like, yo, who are they? I'm like, yo, these are my buddies. Or your song will come in the mix while we at work.
Right.
Like, yo, who are they? I'm like, yo, this is Del OB and A.Shirl. Yeah.
These are the guys.
And you guys are both certified artists too on Spotify, I saw too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why we got the blue check mark too.
Yeah,
dude.
Verified. Each got an account.
Official.
Del OB over here. Everything on the minds. A.Shirl, A.Shirl, Instagram, A.Shirl58. Plenty of new stuff coming soon too. And man, I can't wait to do what we got to do today.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna be for all the real fans here.
It's gonna be awesome. So when you guys are making music, so I know you guys each have your own kind of stuff or you work together. How do you guys figure out what you're gonna put out? Are you guys writing things and then okay, we found a beat, so we're gonna add this beat to it, or are you guys just finding the beat then looking for lyrics, or how do you guys work that?
Would you handle that one
It kind
first?
of depends. Sometimes one of us will find a beat and come up with an idea, and then show the other one and be like, yo, I got this verse or this hook, and you want to fuck with this? And almost always we fuck with, you know what I mean? Whatever we come up with, because we since we really started locking in, we really have found that we have a chemistry together on tracks.
That's good.
Whatever one of us comes up with, it seems like we can always come up with something fire. So
That's exactly it.
But a lot of the times, I mean, Cheryl really be beat hunting. So a lot of the times, like, I'll just pull up and then he'll be like, "Yo, I got a few beats to show you," and then like either one of them or like three of them will be fired, and we're like, "Damn, we got to use all of them or something."
So how do you guys find your beats?
So right now we've been working more on just finding YouTube beats and whatnot. We have certain producers we really trust on there. Some we've even like email back and forth with. But we're gonna do eventually, and this is coming more soon. We're gonna try to get into more just mixing our own beats, producing those. And but yeah, overall we've been kind of on the YouTube search. And you can find there's some really good producers out there.
Sure, yeah.
And you definitely want to, and we definitely want to show some of them love too. Never gonna discredit in any song or anything like that. But yeah, we have ours that we trust, and we're definitely gonna venture into beat making ourselves more because we know we got a knack for that.
Yeah.
We've done it a couple different times. Nothing that we put out yet, but it's coming soon.
Good. So when you guys are making your beats, right? Like I know like GarageBand was a big thing.
Right.
I think I was going to do like an intro music through that. Do you guys do you guys use something that's kind of like trivial like that, or do you have like an actual like system?
So it depends. So OB uses software called, is it Logic?
Yeah, so I was actually using FL Studio for like a long
first,
time.
Yeah.
But I recently got a MacBook, so I've been like switching over to Logic. But I don't know. It kind of depends. Like each beat's like kind of different. Like sometimes we'll like find some kind of cool like. Sometimes we'll literally start off with like a sound and then make a melody from the sound.
Nice. Okay.
Or sometimes we'll just start off with like a drum or bass pattern and just build off that. Like, it's all really dependent. Like it be changing all the time. So.
Okay.
Like it could be the smallest sound. Like I could hear just a certain bell, a couple times through, or a certain bass pattern or drums, like whatever it is.
Right.
And all it takes is that one little bit of inspiration, and then boom, you're in. Next thing you know, you got 8 to 16 bars, like that. Or just a lot of times what we'll do is we'll just sit down, we'll find a beat, and we'll just start like freestyling a little bit, hanging out, just doing our thing, like. And it just pops, something just comes to us. OB, he'll think of a really fire hook just out of nowhere. It's like, all right, bro, then we can just build off that.
Yeah.
And then the themes of the song kind of just come together themselves too. We'll check in with each other like every like 4 to 8 bars. Like, all right, what you got here? Like, okay, like I'm feeling like something like this. We just bounce ideas off each other.
That's good. So when you guys are creating music. How often or how frequently are you guys listening to that same track? Because I know, like, for like if I'm making a clip, right, or if I'm doing editing a podcast or whatever I'm doing, I'm listening to like the same clip over and over. Because I know like people are gonna annoy, like if they're in the room or whatever, like, dude, you listen to that, you listen to Shirley say what the fuck like 6 times, or you listen to Dello B go, and I'm like, and
that can never be enough, okay?
Yeah, no, it's just funny because like I know for me it's like, all right, well this gets a little repetitive, right? Is it the same thing with you guys when you're listening to like a track?
I definitely say so. Like we're also like really like critical of our like flows and shit. So
definitely
we'll like flow something like once and it'll sound good, and then we'll listen to it and be like, I don't know. We said half of that one bar weird, so I'm gonna just redo the whole thing. And
no, I got you. Yeah. So you guys are. Well, that's good that you guys are critical because there's a lot of people out there that are just producing music and just sending it out there.
No, like if anything, like shoot, we will listen to our tracks like each the next day, like once we finish, especially like I know OB's the same there. We listen to it like 10 times through the day. I'm like, okay, like I didn't like how I said that one word there, like I didn't pronunciate enough, or like that ad lib's a little weird there, like so we're really looking into like every little bit of it to make sure like we're putting the best that we can out. The best for our fans now down the line, and overall just the best thing like sometimes to get our message out. Like don't get me wrong, we like to have fun on a lot of tracks, but we put some heart into plenty of stuff. So
that's good. No, that's good. So all right, wow, that is a lot.
Hey,
well, no, because the only reason is I say that is because like when I was sat down with the Polys or especially with like Stephanie Grace, I did not realize how much went into songwriting and how much went into everything you guys do,
right?
Because people just hear your 2-minute track or your 3-minute EP or whatever you're doing, and there's a lot of work that goes into it.
Yeah,
and the same thing with this podcast is there's a lot of work that goes into it. So the fact that you guys do put a lot out there for that, like just a EP or like a album. Like I know, like you guys might be working on something like that.
I am.
I don't want to say anything. So
it's all good. Literally just mixed and mastered by my boy OB here for my personal album. So that's gonna be coming out here in February. Working on the cover art and everything now. So tentative date. I'm honestly aiming for middle of February there. No exact day in mind, but again, keep an eye out for my Instagram there. And we're gonna be coming with some major heat this year too. Another summer album we're going to be working on, and then the second half of our Grindstone album. So plenty of stuff to keep the people going.
Good.
I shall say.
Keeps the people going.
It's provocative.
So how do you so when you guys are making like art, right? I know like for me it's like a thumbnail. For you, I guess it is a thumbnail, but
yeah,
you know it's like your album cover. So how are you guys using like what program are you using for like your art?
So Butch, do you know on that one there?
I normally just like fuck around and just come up with something and like paint or something.
Okay, yeah.
Here and there, like if I like can't really come up with something, I'll like reach out and like find an artist.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I just come up with something myself because it's like for a lot of singles, I kind of find that like, especially if they're more like personal, like it's like I'll just use like a picture of myself and kind of like edit it or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't need something like too crazy. I think I'm a kind of save like using crazy artists for like EPs or like an album or something like big, you know?
Yeah, no, that's good.
So yeah.
And see, my thing, like personally, like I don't know, mine they kind of just pop up where they pop up. Like the ideas come where they come. Like all right, me and OB, for our last album, we just we found a spot we liked. You know, I'm like, all right, I know like this good like spot on the trail here. We could get like some good open space for a picture and whatnot. Slid over there. Jimmy had his camera, and honestly, it turned out really, really well.
Is that the one for like the City Lights one that you guys took that picture?
No, that was just for that single though. Actually,
okay.
that's another good example though.
Yeah.
Again, just went to the KOP mall, just went on
yeah.
top of the parking garage there. You know what I mean? Found a nice looking light, perfect spot, done deal. So it can come at any point. Like again, these ideas sometimes just pop into our heads. But for what I'm looking for now, like all right, for my album example, it's gonna be titled "Ringing Across."
Okay.
So like, and Nick, another Westchester friend there, he saw my chain just kind of sitting like this one night with the the ring to the left of the cross. Yeah. So I just want like I'm gonna get a cool way to kind of put it in the center there, the cover, kind of figure out like the style I'm looking for. But yeah, I try to just like again. They pop in where they do the ideas, but like take inspiration from my friends and people around me whenever I can.
Dude, you actually like wow, words. Love how the host can't talk. Hence the other podcast, Stuttering in Silence. But have you guys ever like thought about using like Canva?
That's a good idea. Actually, I haven't thought of.
Because that's what I use for like all my thumbnails.
Yeah, I've used it for school projects.
Yeah, a lot of people will like that I've like interviewed or whatever. That people will see coming out soon is they've used Canva for like I know I don't know if the Polys do. I'm pretty sure Stephanie Grace did, and a bunch of other people. The one guy who just put out Whiskey Business, he's gonna be on something. I know he uses Canva for a lot of his stuff.
Right. But
yeah, because I know like Photoshop's like expensive.
Interesting.
Like yeah,
it's also a little complicated.
Dude, yeah. Dude, I wish you guys would have been there to see me use DaVinci for the first time.
Oh, God.
Going from, like, iMovie. Oh.
I remember, no, you were showing me, and you were picking it up, like, much better than I would have, dude. I mean.
Ridiculous. But, no, that's good. So, when, for music videos, how do you guys, like, do those? Because I've always been curious to, like, you always see music videos, right? Mm-hmm. And they're singing their mouthing the words, or maybe they'll be actually physically singing, and then it cuts like a pool scene, or whatever, and then they're back to doing it. So how do you guys like sync the music and everything like that to get it working the whole time? Like, is this making sense? Like,
yeah. Oh, we can definitely get you there.
I mean, I've only really done like a couple videos. I'm definitely looking to do more, like especially like with my releases coming up this year, but I'd say a lot of the times with them, you kind of just like blast the music and just like vibe. Okay. And then like the editor kind of like fixes it all in post for the most part. Yeah. But yeah, I'd say like a lot of it's either. It really depends on the video, but a lot of them, I'd say they're either like party lit based, where you're kind of just lit having a good time, or they're like conceptually based. like where you have like say your story or say your song tells like a story or a narrative, then you kind of have like you know what I mean, it like
I know what you
follows the
mean.
song.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I was always like really curious about that because like you know, for me making clips, I'm really just pulling the pod that's already like linked up and everything. All the hard work's done. I just gotta make it look nice, do little stuff. So I didn't know how that worked because I always thought it was interesting because like I feel like music videos are a massive thing aside from like, you know, going on Spotify or Apple Music to listen to the song. So
for sure.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
OB kind of gave me a rundown of that because I actually still haven't done one yet. Hoping to get through that hurdle this next year too. But yeah, because whenever I thought about it, I'm just like, okay, do you kind of just like, you know, like I said, blast a bunch of music, kind of go to different locations, do it like that, and then edit it down. So like, yeah, he definitely helped me get an idea of what to expect because we're gonna do one at some point.
yeah.
And it's
for sure.
we're gonna get it popping.
Do you guys edit them yourselves then?
I've never edited one myself. I honestly know how to edit stuff because when I was in high school, I used to do like you remember when like Call of Duty teams were like a thing? I used to do like editing for like montages and shit for that.
Okay.
So like I have like some kind of experience with like basic editing.
Yeah.
But for the ones that I've done, like I've never really had to edit them. Like like the videographer kind of just took care of it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, damn. That's.
But I could edit it if needed, you know. So like I wouldn't be afraid to like even like shoot one ourselves and just edit it.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's worth a shot.
we
Sure.
can definitely figure it out, you know.
Dude, it's such. You guys are gonna do it. It's gonna be so much fun.
Right?
It's just as more like I'm sure it's like the same way, but like with how you guys are with music, I am with editing.
Right.
I think it's like a fun like side hobby. Well, not a side hobby. It's like your guys'
It's
big dream. But yeah, no, that's cool. So the song that you guys had planned for today,
Facts.
you guys want to.
Hope y'all are ready.
So you guys want to pop those in and get that rolling.
I'll be honest, I've had this thing in the
So
whole time.
you're good. You're good.
Don't judge me for
So
my
guys,
white
they're gonna be
AirPod.
doing
I'm not CIA, I
basically a
promise.
sample from this is your guys' song, right? You guys
sir.
did this. So this is on your Spotify.
Yep. So
Yep.
this is a song called "Face It" from our last album, Grindstone. Let me just get this up here and ready to go.
All right, yeah. So you guys will see this. Welcome to the new studio, by the way. These guys are the first ones in here. So while he's pulling this up, you guys will actually get to see this beautiful. It's not a green screen, I swear to God. You guys will see this pop up now. So you all ready?
Yep. Ready to go.
All right, cool. I see you. All right, go for it. And there you go.
Okay.
All right. Oh, they're
Let's get
bopping.
it going.
All right.
Yeah. You can't erase the lies, you can't undo a sin. You can't expect the best while you're coping with some gin. You can't beg the baddest if your confidence is slim. You never know the end until you try and fucking win. You're caught up in the cycle, almost at the bottom. You can't see every challenge as another fucking problem. Rebound like the Joker, new piece up in the holster. You can't move along until you go and push the boulder. Power like I'm 50, don't catch me going ghost. I'm throwing bombs in the ring, I'ma tear off all the ropes. Got a monster in the middle, gotta try and keep him hidden. But lately I'm like Banner, I can't ever say good riddance. Divide I find in me, I never thought that I would see. It's like a coin, I'm so annoyed, I'm getting hotter by degree. The sweat start to drip, she see it on my lip. She rolling up a J, I got my hands on her hips. Stopping for a second, then I'm back in on the session. Bitches, money, drugs, they the rage, but take a second. Stack your chips and save them too, keep rolling with your best crew. One might have your back, while the other, they ain't got a clue. Snake season, no peace treaties, all year, every season. Now they getting crushed for a reason like I'm Deacon. Watch 'em move, never flee, going green, I'm in the mood. Media talking, they on the loose, quit sipping on the juice. Next is poison in the roots, I need to go advance. Loading screen, taking forever, grabbing the tab like I'm Chance. We drifting around the corner, new beginnings in the distance. Grinding like I'm Rogers, next chip, I'm persistent. I know I got a voice when I'm up there at the helm, but sticks and stones my head be throwing send me to the shadow realm. The matter pressing, doubting, stressing, exes I ain't texting. Counting blessings for a moment, yeah I know that I've been chosen. As I pull the wool, my corner looking full. By the bull, I take the horns, catch a dub, I'm getting warm, call it out. Heat check too early for my descent. I'm putting heart and soul into my lines, I got no regret. You can't erase the lies, you can't undo a sin. You can't expect the best while you're coping with some gin. You can't bag the baddest if your confidence is slim. You never know the end until you try and fucking win. You're caught up in the cycle, almost at the bottom. You can't see every challenge as another fucking problem. Rebound like the Joker, new piece up in the holster. You can't move along until you go and push the boulder.
Every day another challenge that I gotta overcome. And I don't wish no malice on my oppas or the bums. Cause energy you put out gon' come back to you in some way. Sipping on some Remy while you pussies drinking bubbly. Been with it for a minute so you'll never catch me lacking. Can't control my destiny so I'ma let it happen. No one understand me so I speak my mind while rapping. Bitches on my dick so I'ma leave them with their backspin. Problems ain't problems if you learn a lesson. Life be a puzzle, confusing, perplexing. Roads won't be perfect but you can't stop stepping. Baby steps work if you keep on progressing. Tackle your fears and make sure you address them. Shout out their name and they'll hear like Alexa. They gon' fight back but you have to finesse them. Your mind don't got limits except for perception. But perception is reality so I'll be living happily. And focus on the money, I'll be dealing just like gravity. Soldiers and the cavalry be working for a salary. But I'll be fucking flying while you slither like a caterpie. You ain't evolving so you gon' keep stalling. Your progress and growth and that shit be appalling. Here for your calling and J-roll like Rollins. And work on your footwork cause you can't be falling. You can't redo the past, you gotta go beyond. You can't be swimming laps in a shark infested pond. You gotta be going strong, you gotta go hit the gong. And remember that the Lord will make it right from every wrong.
You can't erase the lies, you can't undo a sin.
No.
You can't expect the best while you're coping with some gin. You can't bag the baddest if your confidence is slim. You never know the end until you try and fucking win. You're caught up in the cycle, almost at the bottom. You can't see every challenge as another fucking problem. Rebound like the Joker, new piece up in the holster. You can't move along until you go and push the boulder.
Damn, man.
Facts.
Hey,
Yeah, that was good.
hey,
That was
that's what
good.
we
Now,
do.
what's that? Oh, what's that called?
So this is Face It from our last album, Grindstone Volume 1. Personal favorite of each of ours, definitely up there on that list. God, I love that one.
Thanks.
Dude, that's
I
a
love
good
that
one. That's a really good one.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
How long did it take you? How long did it take you guys to do all that?
So that one was another one. I'm just sitting there in bed, just high at night, just doing my thing, and just scrolling through YouTube, find the beat. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to bop a little bit. And now usually I don't be writing hooks like that a lot of times. So when I sent that to OB, I'm like, look, man, like this made me write a hook, like all that. I'm really feeling this one. And I had like about 12 bars to go along with it. Sent it to him. He's like, all right, dude, I'm really feeling this. Like let's go. And we ended up deciding just to pop it on the album there.
So you keep saying a hook.
Mm-hmm.
What does like a hook entail? So like, for me, it might be like a really cool thumbnail or like some kind of clip in the beginning, whatever, like a hook.
Right.
So what does a hook look like for you guys in the music industry?
I'll let the master talk on that.
I mean the hook's kind of just like, it's kind of what you want the song to revolve around. So it's kind of like, it's not only like repeated throughout it, it's kind of like what it centers around and what's almost like the most memorable part almost.
Okay.
So with this one, and the title Face It, like we were basically talking about like, you know what I mean? Like shit you gotta face and just deal with,
Yeah.
like,
Have confidence. You can't go back and redo anything.
Right.
All you can do is just push the problem that's in front of you or go with
Right.
that. As someone we know once said, the best way out is through.
Oh my god! Oh my no, dude, no!
Shout out to Chadwick Brubaker.
Oh my!
Sitting there in that library right now. Just you giving Matt PTSD at the moment. I'm sorry.
God.
You okay? Is the headache coming
Nah,
back?
it's just like I'm done college, and it's like it's still that thing still like that. It's just like blows my mind. Cause like what's funny? Totally like off topic.
Yeah.
But like I'll be at work or school or whatever it is, and like I'll see like the shirts. And I'm like, oh, I guess that's what their motto is for this year.
Right.
But yeah, dude. So no, that's really good. So when you guys are like looking to perform, and I asked the Polys this, and I have to hand it to John. Like he really puts them out there, and I thought it was really cool. So things that he's done, he'll just ask. Like I don't know if you knew, but he did ask, but they were looking to do at Eastern State Penitentiary to do like a concert type deal situation there. Now.
Dang.
They told him no, but
Hey, still, like,
it was a funny thing because we all laughed. But
Good. Hey, we should try that.
yeah, no,
let's get all the gang in.
no, but that's
All
what
the
I'm saying. I
polys,
think
I'm
it's,
on us.
So when you guys are looking to do sets, right? Are you looking for like a local club? Are you looking for like a local bar? Like, how do you guys look for places that are going to suit you, or are you looking for places that suit you, or are you just going to try to get whatever you can?
I think that's where we're at right now is in that, where we're trying to figure things out. Especially we're lining up different things to drop. I'm getting my personal album ready. So that's like also got me in the mindset of thinking like, okay, we're going to have to step out here, play at some bars, clubs if we can, like, the right house shows, whatever that may be, just to get our names out there and really just more or less to give us the experience too.
Yeah.
We actually did, we did a little set with a artist that OB works with, Amino Guns. What was that exactly? The Chester Community Day?
Yeah, it was at shit, I forget the name. Oh, it was at Sapovitz Park in Media.
Oh yeah,
I forget the exact name, but it was at.
I'll find it. It'll pop up there.
No, I think it's about right. Sapovitz.
So shout out Guns for that opportunity. But
that was a funny one.
You guys opened. You opened for him.
We did.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Doing it wasn't funny at all. It was great. It was great to do. But Isaac and Jimmy showed out. And so I see Isaac coming in bright orange shirt, and this is no, diss or whatever. He's just flying the milk there. Or like, reverse.
Yeah.
So he's walking, he comes up like, yo, man, like, how you doing? He's like, I just got like heckled by a group of teenagers out there. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I walked in and they all said, hey, what's up, Jerry? I'm like, damn. Okay. They'd be ruthless.
Yeah.
But no, it was a great day. Like, we had a lot of fun. First time getting up there and playing a couple of our songs. Like, yeah, I think it's more really just about getting the experience right now for us.
Yeah. How did that feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did it feel for you guys to just be like, holy shit, like this is something that's going on. Like this is a real experience.
Right.
It was honestly just fun. Like it was lit. Like everyone's energy there was lit. Like they were like super supportive of like everyone. Like everyone was like dancing or like eating, vibing out and shit.
Yeah.
So like it was awesome.
That definitely had to feel good too to see that. Yeah.
No, we just took a Henny shot and then got up there.
Yeah.
Liquid courage for real, dog. Liquid courage for real.
I mean, I don't know. For me personally, I was like a little more nervous. Like, I'm a bit of an overthinker, honestly.
Sure.
I'm like, what if I mess this up? What if I do this? What if I do that? But like, after talking to OB, Isaac, and just like with my own thoughts for a second, like being there, I'm like, I think it's just time to just really just do it.
Yeah.
Whatever happens. Like,
Yeah.
it was meant to happen. I'm a big believer in that, and we're just going to keep getting better. Like we are here.
Facts.
That's awesome. So, do you guys have any like clubs or bars or studios that you want to like check out?
I think it's a list we're still putting together at the moment.
I mean, I'm on it. We're honestly kind of open to like anywhere, I'd say, because like the one thing I was gonna say is like no matter what the venue is, I say we definitely have like a variety of stuff that we can like suit for each audience. You know what I mean? Like
definitely.
If it's a place that's more like chill, like then we can kind of hit them with the vibes, you know what I mean? Like if it's like a club type thing, we can like get lit up there, you know? So, yeah.
So when you guys are dealing with vibes, I asked them the same question. I asked Stephanie the same question. I've never been to like a live music place like that, other than like my work. But can you just feel the vibe like when you walk in there? You know what I'm saying? Like you walk in, you're like, okay, maybe this set list we had isn't gonna be good. We'll go to like set list B or C for like a chiller vibe. It's like, does that actually happen? Like, you guys have to like switch it around, or?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, again, for that first one we did, at Sapovitz Park there, or whatever it's called. That one. Hey, it's in Chester. Anyways, no, we had like 2 songs planned, but then when we got there, the first one we had, it was a vibe first.
Yeah.
And we could see, we're like, okay. No, this probably is not, because everybody's really lit, like having fun, like laughing, jumping around, like
you
like,
want
okay,
to
this
bring the
isn't
mood down.
Yeah, and then like the house show we did in Philly, opening up for the Pollies, Velcro Homer Band, and one other as well.
Was that on the stoop? Was that, or that wasn't the same one?
No, it was
okay.
It was a different. I don't know where exactly we were, to be honest.
Yeah,
we were in Philly. It was at a house. It was a show.
He said, we're at a house. It was a show.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. Okay, I got you. I'm in there.
But no, like the turnout there surprised me. Number one, but
Yeah.
Well, people, you know what? Not to cut you off,
go ahead.
but one of the things that I've been learning too, and like a lot of the more research that I've done, is people are very supportive for people who are just doing their own thing.
Right.
And I noticed that like with like the Polys, I keep referring to them because I don't know, they just had a plethora of information. I was like learning the whole time. It was great.
Fountains of knowledge over there. Yeah.
But I found that people are really supportive, like, because they were telling me, like, the music community, like, your guys' community, they're, like, it's very supportive. Like, you want to bring other bands or other rappers up,
Right.
opposed to tearing them down to take their spot. And I think that's pretty cool.
No, yeah, that's, if you ask me, I mean, and I know OB will agree the same. That's the right mentality to have.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you never know who you can make a great song with. You never know who you can have a big impact on there, whether it's their confidence or, you know, revenue, whatever it may be. Like, you can make a difference for another artist in some form or fashion. You know, we're all friends out here, or let's try to be at least.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Now, do you think that goes for every single person you guys have met? Or do you think there's some people out there that are, like, the sharks?
Oh, absolutely.
without a
I mean, yeah, there definitely
Absolutely.
are.
Yeah.
Like, hey, there's always snakes in the grass.
There's always,
Right.
yes,
You
yes,
know.
that's true. So where do you guys see yourself, like how many albums you guys, better question, I guess, that could be asked. How often do you guys want to be making music and producing songs? So like for Stephanie, she was just taking the EPs for right now.
Right.
She's always putting content out. Are you guys going to be doing something like that? Or are you going to be putting like an album and then working on like an EP every once in a while? Are you stockpiling stuff and then going to release when you're ready? Or how are you guys working that right now?
I mean, at the moment, we really have like a lot of stuff like in the vault.
Oh, yeah.
Like we have a lot of stuff. We have like more than 2 albums already like basically ready. Just gotta like touch it up and shit. But I mean, me personally, for the most part, I'm just gonna try to release at least like one song like every month. Like I tried to do it last year, but I kind of fucked up. But we did drop an album, so we dropped like more than 12 songs for the 12 months, you know.
Yeah.
But
Hey, don't forget the Christmas
I
song.
did. Oh yeah.
That was
What's up,
dude,
Santa?
Listen,
What's up,
dude,
Santa?
that was absolutely hysterical because you sent me the song. I don't even think it was released yet.
No.
But you sent me the song because I love listening to the unreleased
Yep.
stuff. So you sent me the song, and I think you text me. You're like, yo, you're gonna hear the part who disses Santa.
Like, you have to
And
listen
I
to
was
this.
like,
I need you
and
to.
I was expecting like you to go in or like Francesca to
Yep.
show up or like Jimmy to be in there. And all of a sudden I heard, "Dear Santa, you a bitch ass." And I was like, I know that's Riley.
Yo.
I know that's my boy. Because, like, totally off tangent, but he was the one, you were at your old apartment.
Yeah,
And
my
he
place
was
in
watching the
Westchester.
Boondocks.
Yep.
And you went, "Yeah, you're white. You watch this?" I'm like, "What is this? What is this?" And he's like, "It's the Boondocks." I'm like,
It was
"All right."
culture shock right there from
Culture shock. And I'm watching it and I'm laughing. And I'm like, "Bro, where did you watch this?" So then I literally, I'm pretty sure I got Hulu for that specific reason.
Well,
But no, that was actually a really good song.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
That was good.
Like,
That was really good.
And we were literally just having fun with that too.
Really?
Yeah.
He shows up at my house. I'm on the couch smoking a joint, and I'm like, "Yo, look at this beat I found. It's time to get in Christmas mode." That's at this point we've come up with the idea. We're like, this is gonna be a yearly thing.
I like that.
We're gonna be dropping a Christmas song. We wanted to do an album or EP this year. Got a little caught up, but we're like, you know, we're at least we're gonna put something out there. Like,
Yeah.
It's fun to get the people going.
And it wasn't like you like just threw shit together and sent it out.
Yeah.
Like, it was good. Like it was actually because I was cracking up because like not only are you guys getting off your verses, it's just like, "Dear Santa, you a bitch ass."
Just right in the middle.
The best part is I'm actively because like I was sitting there, I was editing and like I like to listen to music, and I'm gonna bring them up again, but I've been listening to like, a lot of Polys and a lot of like other like J. Cole and all that kind of that stuff.
Nice.
And you sent me that, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking listen to it. So I put it on my Mac, and it's me, Ryan sitting in there, and there's
no.
little Amanda out in
no.
the hallway. And Ryan's like, "Yo," and I'm like, "Dude, that's pretty good." Right? He's like, "Yeah, this is fire." I'm like, "Yeah." "Dear Santa." And then little sister's like, "I thought this was a Christmas song."
It is. Look, sometimes Santa has to pay what he owes.
Oh man, that was. I was just kidding. This all just because we need to use it at any point. But No, that was good. That was
Thanks,
that
man.
was. What's up, motherfuckers? Oh, dude, great.
I just love how we each came in on that. I mean, OBs gets me every time. Jingle bells, I be moving weight.
Yes,
and I'm just
yes.
like, light skinned Santa. I'm feeling too jolly,
Dude, that
we
like
just-
those that
I don't know where we come up with
Pretty
that.
iconic.
no
openings.
no with where you guys are now, because genuinely I love the music. It's well, you know that, you listen to it all
Yeah.
the time. But being that as it may, do you guys like look back to your old songs or like your old like sample things you did and you just go, oh
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
here and there. Like, I'll be listening to shit, and I'm like, damn, I definitely could have flowed that smoother or something.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, it's just like, fuck it. It's
Yeah.
already out.
You got to start somewhere.
yeah
Right.
Like,
We're
I
only
had-
only getting better and going up. So
Yep.
yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I mean, I had songs with like some of the rawest mixes like ever.
Oh
Like,
Oh.
yeah, just,
yeah.
like, but no, like then again looking back on that, it makes me appreciate where we're at now.
Oh yeah,
more.
without a doubt.
Like,
Right.
Knowing what I know, and I really like couldn't have done it without this guy here. Couldn't have done it without Isaac. Couldn't have done it without Kevin's goofy ass at some point too.
Mr. Inglesby.
You know,
I miss him, dude. I gotta see him soon.
I saw him the other week. He's doing fantastic.
Good.
He's growing weed in Montana.
Man, a boy.
Just living.
Good for him. Good for him. But no, it is cool because I know like I was looking back and the Gavin and I were looking back on like the Stuttering Silence one, like the old stuff.
Right.
And it's like, ooh, I don't know if
Yeah.
like, because like our old setup was, remember, were you there for that pong table we made a while ago? We painted?
I don't think I was here. I think I saw it, but I wasn't here.
We were using that with the microphones on books, like actual like old yearbooks clamped onto these. And like at one point, I think his falls on his face mid episode, and like I look back at that, I'm like, that was kind of funny, but it's like a little things that you did was a little cringy. So it's like when you guys look back at like your first songs, you're like, oh man, I don't know if I would have done that or if I would have done this.
Right.
But yeah, that's cool. That's really so.
It's exactly the same thing there. Like you just gotta appreciate where you are now and see you've learned from your mistakes and everything else.
Yeah.
and
Right.
just keep doing that even because think about it too. Like where you're at now, you'll be looking at in 5 years. Like damn. You might have the same exact thought of where you are now looking
Right.
back however long ago. So
Yeah,
we're always growing. Same with you.
Right.
Ready to roll.
steroids,
But-
you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just joking. I forgot.
all she said.
Stay natty,
people
boys.
actually-
One person, I got to go through one story in particular. A good friend of ours, Mr. Scotty McLaughlin. Every time we would all hang out during
View
quarantine.
Scotty. View
Yep.
Scotty.
Every time we would all hang out during quarantine, all right, he'd come up to me at some point after Matt would, come in. He'd say hi, everything normal, but he'd come up to me like, he's definitely on steroids. He's on steroids. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, did you see him walk through the doorway? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, he walked in sideways.
Walking sideways.
He's like, his lats were too big. He couldn't fit. I'm like, Scott, I don't know what you were seeing, but then I watched you walk through a doorway. You didn't go totally sideways, but you went in like a 45-degree angle, my dude. Like,
Oh fuck, man.
that's no shade, bro. You're built like a brick shit house, but like,
Oh my god.
yeah, yeah.
Holy shit.
You're gonna get the non-believers like that.
fucking. All right. Anyways,
Don't let them see the needles in your butt. But
I can't tell you how many times we go to the gym in the morning and I'm just like, I'm gonna do steroids. And like Sam, like the older guy, he's like, you aren't already. I'm like, dude, Sam, leave me alone, dude. So when you guys for first in your studios, like you remember what ours looked like upstairs,
right,
right?
yeah.
And I know I haven't ever seen you. I may have seen like some of the things like you posted on like Instagram. I know for you in your one EP, I think you did like your thumbnail / picture was like you in the basement.
That's right. Yeah, actually.
So I did my
forgot.
research. Plus, I listen to your music. So. But like, so I guess OB, I'll start with you. What was like your setup when you were first doing this whole thing? When you were like, I'm doing music. I'm gonna ball out on a budget. I'm like, what was like your
So
Cute little dill.
honestly, I almost always record like just in my bedroom, really.
Okay.
Like, I literally started off with like just the interface and a mic and headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I rocked out with that for maybe 3 years.
nice?
And then when I was at college, like I was just recording in the dorm rooms too, Like
Okay.
I kind of just made it work with what I had. And then when quarantine hit, I just bought myself some like speakers.
Yeah. Okay.
So then I basically had a setup at my crib that we would always use. And
Yep.
now whenever we record, I just bring my speakers there.
Nice,
And
okay.
we just set, you know what I mean? We just set it up and rock out.
Yep.
But recently I've been just when I record like my own stuff, I've been recording at the studio I work out because if there's not like a session booked, I can basically go there whenever, you know.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah, like, and my sleep schedule from the past month is like super fucked, like, cause I be getting clients booking like till like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. So like I literally go to bed like when the sun comes up, and I wake up at like 5, 6 p.m. like, and then just
awful.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, I'm sorry.
It's not too bad because it's just like basically flipped of what like
I guess,
a
yeah.
normal person's would be.
He's just on his goblin time. Or
He's on his goblin
He's just in
mode.
goblin mode. It's all good.
I'd be waking up and the sun's already down.
Oh,
So
dude.
yeah,
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I give him credit all the time. Like I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
And I
But
borderline that with like my job. But
Right,
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But it's honestly not too bad though, because like when I'm recording at home, I mean, he knows this too, but when I record, like I typically get like pretty loud, like so like I can't really record like past like midnight because like my parents be sleeping and shit.
Yeah.
But now at the stew, as long as nothing's booked, like I can kind of just rock out and do whatever because our neighbors there are like a laundromat and like a smoke shop, so they both close at like. You know what I mean? Like they're not open at night at all.
Yeah.
So like
Easy.
at night we don't got to worry about nothing really.
Okay. So
So-
usually you're in your room and then you have your stew, as you called it.
Right.
Look
Word.
at you, man. Learning the slang.
Learning the slang. Look at me, dude. Like I feel like every episode I've done so far is like I just learn. I just sit here and learn. Now, sure. What was your like again? I'm gonna do this. I had this talk with Isaac.
Yeah.
Mr. Dello B here.
Yep.
It's just like you got to do this. What was like your setup?
So actually, I wasn't even looking to get into music at first. I had a USB mic that I got to try to do like voiceover work. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd been told a couple times that someone's like, "Hey, you got an interesting voice. You should try that." I'm like, you know what? Easy money from the door room. Who knows? Let's give it a shot. And then Isaac sees that one day, and we're getting closer. He's talking about like making music and whatnot. And I'm like, well, could I like use that mic in there for that? And he's like, yeah, let me show you something. Put the sock over it for a mic cover. He's like, there you go. You can use that. I'm like, all right. So that's what I used probably for the first like couple months of doing anything. And then once I linked up with OB, he showed me some more stuff, different microphones to get. He gave me my audio interface I have now still.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Still
about
always much appreciated. Still kicking. And then I just kind of built what I had, in that picture that you see on my Spotify page for my basement setup. And that's how I just rolled in quarantine. Shoot.
Yeah.
I was just down there all day with my USB keyboard making beats, recording what I could there. And, yeah, honestly, I think that was about it.
That's wild.
You got to do what you got to do,
Yeah.
as you know.
Trust me, I get it. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent with not only this interface, but the other interface over there that I had it set up earlier.
Yeah.
Is just tweaking, making sure everything sounds nice, everything's good. And it's just like, dude, like,
I remember you'd send videos, like just getting almost frustrated with the thing. Like,
Dude. Dude. Bro, YouTube is probably the best thing that ever happened to our generation. I can't tell you how many YouTube videos. How do you properly use gain? Enter.
Right.
That's not the video I'm looking for. That's there it is.
Yep.
Right.
And then
One after the other, it's all it takes sometimes.
Yep. So I guess like the next question is like YouTube University, as they called it, right? I talked a lot about this with Corey. I just keep mentioning them. Corey from the Polys. But like, I'm guessing you guys looked up a lot of videos and like how to do this or how to like add this on Spotify or whatever it is.
So I think that was more. I really didn't. 'Cause I just went and asked OB. You know what I mean? So that's more for him there.
I mean, when it comes to like recording and like mixing and stuff, like I'm like completely self and YouTube University taught. So I'd say the biggest thing, I'd say like getting set up, like your like recording and like your levels and stuff, like is like you'll figure that out like somewhat quick.
Yeah.
But like actually getting it to like mix and sound like professional, like that took me a long time, I'd say, because you can look up videos on how to do that, but it's like you can't really do it until you know what exactly to listen for.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
So it's like that definitely took a lot of
Oh,
trial and error.
Without a doubt.
I also had my boy Del Nico, who I used to do a lot of collabs with. He was the one who really got me into recording and mixing. He showed me a lot of stuff, kind of like how I was showing Shirley, but yeah, like it took me like years to actually get like a good sound, I'd say.
Yeah.
And for the most part, like almost all the stuff I put out, like I just recorded in my bedroom, and like if I didn't tell people that, like they wouldn't even know, you know.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what you can do with like, because that's how we were doing the podcast for a while.
No, right.
Right.
And you guys had
Like-
it sounding professional, even like once you started up. Too,
Unless
like,
you
could get
unless
it.
you like watched YouTube and saw how the setup was, like I mean, from that angle, you really couldn't see like the windows or the
Right.
the
Right.
closet and the door, but like, yeah, Pete, you never would have known just because like you
Not at
just
all.
learn.
Like I'll listen to them, like
Right.
again, like even like those early ones you guys had, like
Yeah.
And again, it's like it sounds professional, like
Hours,
just I know.
hours. Dude, I don't regret it, but hours,
Uh-huh.
hours.
Oh my god, no, I can only imagine.
So now, for the young people out there that might be listening to this, that are thinking about getting into music, thinking about rapping, thinking about maybe just soloing a guitar, making a crazy country, I don't know.
Yeah.
What would you say to them as like a little like nugget, or I did use nugget. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, from Cutco. The old. That's a nugget.
Do me one favor, just have a great day, Mr. Jones.
I'll Kurt Cobain this entire ceiling.
Cool, great, awesome. No, I'm sorry if you don't understand that. That was Matt on the phone every second of every day. Hope y'all enjoyed that one.
Yep.
Tisms. So all right, so OB, so new kid comes to you. He's like, listen, Matt. I got a question. How do I start? What would you suggest?
Like start music.
Yeah, like they want to rap, they want to play music, they want to do whatever. Like, what? Well, I'm not going to do you show, but like, what would you say to them?
So I think it really depends. I think like if it's someone who's like completely starting and they like don't really know what direction they're going in or don't know what sound they're trying to do, I would definitely recommend like learning how to record yourself, because when you're just starting, you don't need your stuff to sound like you recorded it in a $1,000-some studio. Like you just need it to sound good enough so you can put stuff out there and see what people actually fuck with.
Yeah.
Before, like, and then I'd say once you know what kind of direction and sound you want, then you can invest in either going to a studio or getting it professionally mixed.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'd say if you're like new, like I'd say learning to record yourself is like a very, very valuable skill.
Yeah,
like
that's good.
Because a lot of fire artists come into the studio that I'm at, and like they're really good. Like they've been doing shit for years, but like if I gave them the computer, like they wouldn't know what to do at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So know your interfaces,
So-
know your
Right.
sound. Okay.
And it's like the sole process of recording yourself like isn't hard at all. Like
Yeah.
you can, like, anyone who's new can definitely figure that out like sooner or later.
Yeah.
I'd say like mixing is definitely a different art
Much.
that you have to master.
much.
But if you're not, like, when you're just starting, like, your mix doesn't matter too much as long as you can hear everything and hear, like, you know what I mean? As long as you can hear everything and it blends well with your instrumental that you pick, like, that's all that really matters, especially when you're starting.
So sure, what would you say to them?
No, definitely along the same lines that I agree with that totally. For me, I would tell them right away. Don't expect like everything to happen overnight.
Right.
You know, the whole Rome wasn't built in a day thing.
It's a great. I love that saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you know, for me at first, I was like so pressed about just, oh, like I know I can be rapping like this artist, or like I could have this sound, like, which kind of piggybacks off what OB's saying. Like, find your sound, but like make sure find your own sound or what you really want to do. You know, don't just go after something just because, you know, you see somebody else that, you know, looks cool doing it totally. Like, yeah, if that's really what you want, okay. But, you know, don't stray too far away from yourself.
Yeah.
Stick true to yourself and realize it's not going to, you know, come completely overnight. It's
Yeah.
going to take work. And honestly, you know, a lot of self-discovery in that too. And just overall enjoy the journey. Don't try to rush
Yeah.
any bit of it.
There's this line from J. Cole's song. It's like "Let Nas Down" or "Let
Yep.
Nas-"
Great song.
And he's like, "Don't let your idols become your rivals."
Right.
I forget what it is, but like yeah.
I know this song.
Tupac of Jesus, Nas worth the body. Yeah,
Mhm.
like one of my favorite songs. But it made me think of that because it's just like, yeah, you don't want to be looking at what other people are doing. People say pocket watching, but like, you know, success watching, whatever you want to do.
Right.
Like, do your own thing. You'll definitely find like your own kind of journey. So I like that.
Like there's getting inspiration, and then there's, you know, like literally outfitting yourself and doing everything, like trying to walk in the exact same shoes as this artist, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Stick to true to who you are. And, you know, for me personally, like, and I think, you know, I know OB, you can agree with this one too, like a lot of what we do is really just about like expression, like how we're feeling in the moment. You know, whether it's a fun track like a deep one, you know, how we're feeling in the moment, how we felt, what we want to do, you know what I mean, just speaking from different places and trying to stay conscious to some aspect, at least. Like I said, there are plenty of fun tracks, but, you know, we like to have like a conscious music, stuff that's coming with a message, coming with a theme, something that makes you think, you know. And everybody interprets every song different too. That's also the cool part.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a good note to end on, boys. Listen, thank you very much for being the first ones in the new studio. I mean, those of you guys who, I get another shameless plug towards Stuttering in Silence. That's, you guys have already seen the studio. For those of you who are over here, this will be the first time you guys are seeing it. We are out of the my old bedroom. Just let the secrets fly. Apparently, you guys can find them. So, Mr. O'Brien, you want to say your tags? They can where they can find you.
So you can find me on Instagram at DEL_OB. You can find me on Spotify or Apple Music or all streaming platforms at DEL_O_B. All
right. Mr. Shirley.
And same thing. You can find me on Instagram, A.Shirl58. And you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, any other platform at A.Shirl. Like I said, we got a lot coming. Hope y'all are ready. Hope y'all enjoyed today. You know, maybe next time we'll rip that freestyle for you too.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, I forgot to set that up. I'm your freestyle. Your Stay a Cabo.
I mean, you got 3 minutes here if you want.
We can run it. Do another quick little 30-second spit each.
Hey.
All right.
Oh,
We got something.
You guys can run it.
we could do that.
Do you have it on your phone?
Yeah.
All right. Word.
Same way.
Yeah. Do it the same way. Do it the same way.
As I know, OB's got something written here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
Just
something.
do like a quick little 30 seconds for each,
Oh, heck yeah.
and then
Wrote
anything
a
else,
little something on the car ride. So you gonna like this one.
all right. I'm
Shout-
ready.
Shout
I'm
it
ready.
out to hosting this one.
Let's see if we can do like a live change.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, wait. Mr. Matt, we got a problem.
What? What are we missing?
Your house says no connection for me.
Oh.
Your house is profiling me.
Well, all right. We'll do it next time. We'll wrap this up.
That's all good.
But all right, guys. Thank you very
It's
much
been
for
a
being on.
pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you
Gentlemen.
for having us.
Absolute blast for having us. Thank you.